Hi, it's Alexandra here, and I'm checking in with you at the moment. It is a significant time, and I love to say this. May the 4th be with you. So, okay, we're starting May, we're into May, and we're into the 4th and turning into the 5th of May now, because I'm doing this quite late at the wee witching hours. Okay, time to connect and do our reading for the month of May forward 2022. All right, now let's get a little bit magical tonight. Okay, so what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to introduce some magical elements this evening. Okay, so we're going to light a candle tonight. Okay, so we're introducing a sacred element of fire. And we'll just put it here to light. Just got it just here. Okay, and we'll just put it just here. Okay, to light the way for our reading. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to introduce the other elements. Okay, so I have a smudge stick here tonight, which is white sage. I'm going to light it, and we're going to clear our space. Okay, I'm going to clear myself. I have my bowl here with some salt in it. Okay, so we're now welcoming the element of air, and there's fire here too. Okay, to clear our sacred space, and we'll just put that here as well, so you'll be able to feel probably the energy of the smoke. Okay, now we're going to introduce another element, that being the element of water. Okay, so I'm going to place it in here into a sacred chalice, okay, which is very symbolic of the divine feminine. All right. And we've introduced some water into our temple here, our sacred altar. And tonight we're going to work with the element of earth. We're going to utilize an apple, because we've actually just come out of the energy of, in the southern hemisphere, it's similar to what we know to be Halloween, and it's called Samhain, I believe. That's how it looks like Samhain, but I believe it's Samhain. Okay, is how it's traditionally pronounced. And this is the symbol of this time, okay? The apple is a super magical symbol. It represents so many things. The feminine, again, fertility, abundance, but it's absolutely, a lot of people use them in apple spells, love spells, and so forth. Okay, but the apple in this case is going to be representative of the earth element. So we have it here, and we thank all the elements for being present in the 4 pillars of our temple, magical temple that we are entering into in our sacred work. Okay, what I love about the apple, while we're on the topic of apples, is here's one I prepared earlier. When you have an apple, can you see that 5-pointed star or pentagram, magical symbol Okay, that's what we love. A lot of people do a spell and they write something on paper, they place it in between. You can tie your apple with ribbons or whatever you'd like to do. We are going to do a little apple spell at this time. Okay, so stay tuned and you can join me for that. We're going to actually, right now, I just got my feather and we're going to continue to, just going to relight this sage. Okay, so that's what you can do. Use a big feather, okay, to distribute the smoke. And while we're talking about feathers, I'd like to show you something. Okay, here we have a box that I keep, which is all the time when we collect signs along our path. There are so many feathers in it. Check them out. Okay, I collect them and I put them in this box, not just feathers, coins, other things as well. All right, it's actually a Superman box. But we all love Superman. Okay, I put every feather, coin and significant sign that I find in my travels in my box of signs. So if at times, and it happens to all of us, where we doubt and we wonder, are we being heard? Are the angels with us? And we forget, or we start to feel as though our faith is fading, we can always refer to our box of feathers and signs, okay? And then we know if we ever doubt it, not to, because angels are always alongside. Okay, now we're going to do a little spell together. All right, and it involves this apple that I have here. Okay, so with the apple, I'd like to ask you to join me in a little prayer here, that we can close our eyes and we can meditate on the timelines of our lives, okay? The blessings that are our lives. And apples remind us that they come into season, they grow on the tree. From a seed, the cycle, okay? The apple is a seed, plants in the ground, it grows into a tree and the apples come, okay? So with time, all right? So it reminds us about the cycles of growth in our lives. Now, in our timelines, we often are reminded of the blessings, counting the blessings, but sometimes we think about the sad things or the negative aspects or the tests that we may have endured, and we may find it a little difficult at times to feel thankful or to release any residual energy relating to the challenges that we may have experienced. So this spell is about us clearing that together, okay? Because truly everything is a blessing. Even the tests, they actually help us grow, all right? So what we're going to do, we're going to say a little prayer, if you will, spell. Okay, for healing. We're going to call in all the angels that are assisting us at this time, specifically Archangel Raphael, who's going to assist us with this healing prayer, and Michael as well is joining. Okay, thank you. So we're going to have lots of blue and green energy surrounding this, okay? All right. So close your eyes. We'll talk about the blessings. Okay, when you say this, you can say it with me. You can repeat after me if you like. If you have an apple, you can do similar, okay? holding my apple. All right. As I hold my apple, I'm going to consider all of the timeline of my life, past, present, and future, and where I am right now, grounded in the here and now, okay? With gratitude, okay? In remembering the lesson of the apple, everything has a season and a reason, okay? Nature teaches us these things. So, as I hold my apple, I'm going to meditate on my life with gratitude and thanks. You can do similar. Okay. Blessings past, blessings now. Thank you for showing us how. You are now with us forevermore as we welcome new blessings through our door. And so be it. So, if you think about all the things that you have experienced, all of them, particularly even the difficult ones, give gratitude for all the ways that it has taught us and enriched our character and given us the tools, equipped us for the journey forward. Okay? From now, we welcome blessings, new ones, through our door. Okay, and you can eat the apple, and it's like you're integrating the lessons, but you're taking the healing energy of the apple. You know the saying, an apple a day? Okay, so you're basically taking it in, transmuting it, and taking the nutrition or the benefit of it into you, and those things are now part of you, and they're actually going to make you stronger like the apple does. Okay, so in your own time you can continue to finish to eat your apple with thanks. Divine design is never wrong, and it knows what it's doing all the time, and essentially everything we experience is a blessing. Okay, now let's do our reading for today. Here's my deck, which we'll be working with, and it's called I Am the Magic Oracle Card Deck, and it's available from my website, which is alexandradennis.com. Okay, if you'd like to contact me, and if you'd like to have a reading or an intuitive coaching session, we can talk about that if you'd like to get in touch. Okay, and we can tailor a program especially for what you'd like to work on. I specialize in magical manifestation and healing, very deep healing work. So if you'd like to work with me, you can contact me by sending me an email. Visit my website, which is alexandradennis.com, and click the contact link, or send an email to cosmicalexandra@gmail.com. Okay, let's talk about this deck. This is the deck which I created in the pandemic for transmutational healing and guidance. It's in the Emerald Ray of Raphael. Okay, and in here it's like we have the triple moons, and here we have like a window from the sky looking down onto the earth, and there's the moon here as well. Okay, it's like reminding us we look to the skies for guidance, and they're watching us as well. They're never separate. Okay, we are essentially one universally. Okay, this deck is a very, very healing deck, so let's ask that the guidance that we're offered today through the reading for May is going to be extremely encased in emerald healing light. All right. Okay, let's have a shuffle. And we'll say another prayer, protective prayer. All right. Dear God, Goddess, Universe, Angels, Spirits, guides, ancestors, teachers, helpers, all that is love and light, please ensure that the reading that we receive today will help us in the most perfect ways. And so it is. Okay. All right. We're going to take 3 cards. And this is the first card. It's called We Are Mirrors. I do love this card. This card is a very significant reminder that, and perhaps even that's something that you're feeling into right now, is that through this process of us connecting right now, through you watching here, thank you for joining. Okay, I hope I'm mirroring something helpful for you. All right, so we are all mirrors as we move through the world. Okay, those that we connect with everywhere we go is showing us an aspect of self, okay, teaching us. And when particularly we actually feel a lot of parallel or similarity in an experience, that something is being mirrored for us. Because sometimes in our own experience we're so close to something, but the mirrors that are shown to us through the world are actually serving us because we can see them differently. Okay, it's sort of external rather than having to examine what's so absolutely significantly close to our own experience. Okay, so mirrors are serving to help us heal all the time and teach us. When we see somebody who we feel a lot of love for, they're actually mirroring our own amazingly divine beauty. All right, okay, so this is actually a reminder about acknowledgement of the mirrors in our life. They're signs as well, much like the feather box that I showed you before, all the mirrors everywhere. And as well as that, it's reminding that when you look into the mirror and you see yourself as heaven sees you. Okay, divinely perfect, whole and complete, beautiful, divine creation, magical being that you are. Okay, I'll put this aside. We're going to draw another card, and I'm guided to draw this one. This is a good one. Okay, in keeping with the mirrors theme in a way, but this is a powerful card. It is called It Is Safe to See, and the lady there is looking into the crystal ball. Okay, this is actually from a painting called The Crystal Ball. Okay, all right, so this is a card that speaks of clairvoyance. Okay, it is safe to see with our third eye, with our 2 eyes, and with our third eye as well. Okay, in the center of our forehead, our metaphysically seeing eye, all-seeing eye. Okay, sometimes we see with these 2, and sometimes we can just almost close those and just see with our third eye. Okay, this is also telling us about being more observant through our lives, not just what we are experiencing clairvoyantly. So we might see, have a vision, being shown something through our dream state and through our waking state. Okay, there are messages coming through clairvoyantly. Now this is actually an important card. It actually relates to the mirror, and we'll talk about that in a moment, but it's actually reminding us that it is safe to see, because a lot of us want to feel deeply connected to our own intuition and really trust it, but really old programming, and boy, the apple spell or ritual that we just performed speaks of the timeline of our lives, but not just experiences of past, the ones we remember, but there are past lives as well. So this talks about clearing all those lessons as we did when we, incorporated, gave thanks for past, now, and moving into the future, opening, welcoming those doors that are opening. Okay, this actually speaks of, okay, it is safe to see, because many of us block sometimes some of our intuitive capacities because really old past life memories have told us that it's actually dangerous. Many of us who are drawn to metaphysical practice, okay, have had past lives doing this kind of light work, we'll call it, and as healers, and also were probably often persecuted, or if not, just a lot of fear instilled, and that is saying, dismiss what you're being visually shown, it just dismiss it as, because it wasn't actually safe. So this is a reminder that it is actually safe to trust what you are being shown clairvoyantly and to allow yourself to see. Okay, we're going to take another card here, and we're going to have a little discussion about the three. Okay, so right now I'm being drawn to this card. Oh, wow. Okay, this card is really significant. It's actually the title or signature card of the deck. The deck is actually called I Am the Magic. Okay, and this is the card, I Am the Magic. Okay, and isn't that significant, because she's got her chalice there as well. How amazing. Okay, so this is a reminder that you are magical. I said it to you before. How funny, but it's like I could almost tell what was going to come forward. It's actually, this tells us, like, seriously, like, we are mirrors. Okay, so like this lady is just mirroring like my own screen when I'm actually filming this, right? So we all spin out as we go along. This process is so amazing. In the work that we're doing here, in this spiritual work that we do together, in growing and helping one another to heal and encourage each other to go forward in the journey through the life experience here, knowing that they're all amazing lessons and they're actually seasoning our soul. Okay, what it is that, I hope I'm reminding you that we absolutely are mirrors. Okay, so I am the magic. This is a beautiful reading. Okay, I am the magic. She's reminding you of who you are. You're just like me. We're all the same. Okay, this magic is part of us. It is not separate. The guidance that I'm getting right now is, thank you, to remind us all that you don't have to have a special ritual to do magic. Magic is part of our everyday lives and who we all are. The magic of love is the magic, the force of source that created us all. Okay, we can all remember that is who we are, and we can tap into that. If we feel a little low, we can actually tap into that by having connection with one another, as well as connecting to source energy and filling our spiritual tanks. Okay, working with life, okay, rather than against, because the apple tonight has been super significant in reminding us, and even though I have taken a bite, but here's our mirror. Okay, can you see that? I am the magic. Absolutely. Okay, so this actual reading that we're having right at this timing is a really beautiful one. It's reminding, through the month of May, everything that's being shown to us is a reflection of divine guidance. Okay, people we meet, things we're observing, there are mirrors everywhere we go. Take notice of how beautiful every mirror is and give thanks for what it's showing you. Okay, this next one is reminding about it is safe to see. Okay, don't be afraid to look in those mirrors a little deeper. See the absolute, don't see just what you're seeing in the mirror. Go a little deeper, okay? Mirrors are portals too. But, you're protected. Michael will protect you in the practice of gazing into your mirror, okay? Your own mirror, all right? And so she's scrying. She's got a crystal ball. I don't know if you can see that, but mirrors are another form of scrying. This is a very heavily magical, not heavily magical reminder and message here. Okay, so the mirrors are everywhere. Take notice. What they're showing you, it is safe to see. And remember how magical you are, okay? You are never, ever, ever separate. Divine magic is part of all of us. God, what people may define as God, or whatever your belief system may be, it is not separate from magic. It's not like you have to choose, oh, do I believe in God? Oh, or am I a witch? I wear a cross, okay? I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. But I also believe that we are magical beings. And I also believe that Jesus was a magical being, okay? We are all magical. Nobody is separate from the source. God, Goddess, universe, source, divine, infinite intelligence is part of who we are. Okay, remember how powerful you are. Now the central card, I want to say, okay, the central card is actually reminding us that it is safe to see and be magical, okay? Utilize the mirrors in your own environment to use to say affirmations and to actually increase the magic that you are, okay? And tap into source through prayer, meditation, and refill. And remember, you need to feel really good to do your magic, to feel like, to bring the best you forward, to feel powerful in the magical manifestations that you are creating. This is actually saying it is safe, so it is very significant in healing, in allowing us to know it is time to release another level of fear about accepting perhaps the magnificence of your own magic, okay? And the mirrors are serving in reminding. This is a beautiful reading. Okay, I hope that has helped you at this timing to remember that this is a magical May, okay? For those in the Northern Hemisphere that have just experienced Beltane. And okay, we've just had an amazingly powerful eclipse as well. So it felt significant to do this magic at this time. Okay, I hope that reading has helped you. I'm going to put my smudge stick out and thank the element of air. I'm going to extinguish my candle and thank the element of fire. I'm going to eat some more of my apple and thank the element of earth. And drink to the magic that we all are. Magic lives in you. Thank you, element of water. And thank you for joining me. I hope this reading has helped you significantly. Okay, I'd like to wish you a wonderful month forward. Magical, magical May. Delight us as you may. How's that? Because May is like, will you? Yes, you may in May be magical. Yay! Okay, thanks for joining, and I will check in with you going forward and offer another reading in the month ahead. Wishing you a magical May. Love, Alexandra. Bye for now. Blessed be.